Good morning, Soul Family. Listen to this song. This is Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. Last night you were in my dreams. You know this song? We push and pull like a magnet do. Though my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my dreams. Now my bed sheets smell like you. Every day discovering something new. It's interesting because you were dreaming with me again last night, and it's actually not in the night. It's actually very early in the morning, which makes me wonder if it's not dreaming, if it's remote viewing, because I don't get up very early in the morning. So my dreams, the most lucid ones, of course, as a friend of mine once told me, the ones right before waking up, like say around 5 in the morning, those are the ones that are the closest to reality. So if you're going to have a lucid dream or a prophetic dream, it'll be then. And before that, I was watching. What's interesting is it's a mix of things that are going on. So it's like I'm watching things that are going on in that person's life, and they're watching what's going on in my life at the same time, and it's kind of like a mix of between both. And I'll timestamp this, you guys, if you don't want to listen. But this could be interesting for other people who dream with others, or, you know, who have prophetic dreams or lucid dreams. What was interesting was I was trying to sleep, and this man came by, and he dropped something on me. There was a cat in my bed, and they left this cat with me. And it was interesting because what I said was Liger and Lily aren't fighting with this cat. Well, of course, Liger and Lily are going to fight with any other cat, right? They actually fight with each other. But they didn't fight with this cat. And so I got up, and there was a pill, a brown pill. And I thought, what is this brown pill? This is what I was hearing in my head, actually. And I got up, and I carried this little cat to the kitchen. And I said to my mom, look at this cat. Look at her eyes. Is she blind? Can she see? I don't think she can see. Her eyes are blue, right? And they have that kind of milky, you know, when an animal has, their eyes get that milky bluish cover over in front of them, they're blind. And I said, and as I went to, and I said, I found this pill. Can you read what it says on this pill? And then another pill fell down to the ground. So my mom was trying to read what the pill was saying. And she said, yeah, I think she's blind. But before that, I was looking and describing this cat that was in my bed, and I noticed she had a pointy little nose, and that Liger wasn't fighting with her, and that she was wearing a Mickey Mouse necklace. Now, what's interesting is this is what the person who was looking, because early this morning Lily came up to my side of my bed, as she always does, early, and started screaming at me. But I figured something out the night before. I wanted her to sleep with me. I wanted her to stay with me. So I put her little treats, which this person saw as little brown pills. Temptations. This is what she wants. This is all she wants. When she got sick, when I left her, she got really, really sick. And so I'm afraid. I want to go away. I want to go to the Sequoias, but I'm afraid to leave Lily, because she got so sick the last time I left. And Liger, you know, they both are very, very sensitive. Both of these two. It's interesting, isn't it? I know who they represent. And so these little brown pills. So I put a little pile of the Temptations on the pillow next to me. And so she went to sleep, and she stayed with me. But now in the morning, she woke up crying. Now this has been happening a lot lately. And we all know that Lily does that. But lately, Liger has also, as soon as I take care of Lily, Liger begins. So he's hungry in the morning too. So I have the Temptations right next to my bed. I got up when now this time Liger came to the side of my bed. It wasn't Lily, because Lily was sleeping with me. And I went and I fed him his food. And then Lily got up and she looked at me like, well, what about me? Sorry, I'm taking a drink of my chia water. I have one of my vitamins stuck in my throat. Now think of me, what are those pills that they're taking? So I'm the one that's taking the pills. So Lily must be me. So that's interesting. And someone doesn't want to leave because I got sick when they left me. True. And Lily looks at me and she says, what about me? So I got her little treats and I gave them to her. And she came in, as she always does, she's standing on my chest and she's wanting affection. And she's got the sweetest little face. And you look at her tiny little face and she's got a pointy little nose. And this time Liger and Lily didn't fight with each other. And she has a butterfly necklace. If you look at it, and her hair covers her chest, the fur on her chest will cover it, and it looks like Minnie Mouse. So, and I'm looking at her thinking she's so tiny, she is Minnie Mouse. So I was basically watching someone watch me, and I was seeing it. See, I see it as, first of all, it happens, and then I see them putting it all together. So it's interesting, you know, and then the song comes on. We push and pull like magnets. Well, who pushes and pulls like a magnet are twin souls. That's what we do. We push and pull. And we share each other's dreams, and we're in each other's dreams. We're always connected, but we're pushing and pulling, and it's because it's the runner and the chaser, and I'm not chasing anyone anymore, and I guess the runner's wondering why not. But we push and pull, and it's almost like, well, it is what it is with twin souls. It's until they get to the place where they realize why they're pushing away or why they're running or why, you know, there's a push and pull between us. It's us working out our issues. So it's not fun. It's not as fun as the dream was, that's for sure, because I don't want to push, right? And I don't want to have to pull. But that just seems to be what it is. So here we are. We're going in, and we're going to, when I go to sleep at night, and see, I know that who was in my dream was not a negative because I went to sleep with my Flourite, and the Flourite is pushing away negative energy that comes between personal relationships. I always sleep with my Smoky Quartz for protection, and I sleep with my Howlite, and Howlite is for dreaming. So these are your three choices today. Smoky Quartz, and you know, this Smoky Quartz, I'm going to take it outside and see if the light you can actually see. It looks darker than it is, and that's another message, you know. Oh, there's the little hummingbird. She's right there. See? Right by the palm frond. Can you see her? Right there. Are you a girl or are you a boy? She's by the palm frond, which is a prickly palm. Think about it. It's hard to hug a palm tree. Very prickly, which could be a personality, right? But she's trying. And I'm the hummingbird. Okay, so here, I'm going to let you look. And what I said was, it's interesting that sometimes people see themselves as dark, but look at all the dimensions. I don't know if you guys can see it as well as I can see it. But there's crystals inside there, and they're shining, and they're bright, and they're beautiful. And if you get up really close, it's not dark. It's actually very, very beautiful. I don't know if you can see it. I can't see looking into my camera doing this. I can see what the stone itself is looking like to me, but I don't know what you guys are seeing. So that's the Smoky Quartz. Hi, Mama's little girl. Hi. I know, I love you. Yeah, Mommy loves you. Okay, she's probably going to come in and be demanding. So there we have Smoky Quartz, and we have, again, like last night, we've got the Rainbow Flourite, which is beautiful, and I love it. I slept with this in my left hand, and I slept with these two in my right hand all night long. And every once in a while, oh, and that was another thing. I would get up in the middle of the night, you know, when I had to get up to go to the bathroom, and when I got up to feed them early, I dropped my crystals in my bed. And so I was looking for them, and so they were wondering what I was searching for in the bed. And then one of the Lily's little treats fell down, and that was the little brown pill. See, I wouldn't call it a little brown pill because I know what it is. That's why I know I'm dreaming with someone. Okay, sorry. I've got a pill stuck in my throat. Here's the Howlite. Can you see it's got black and light? See, the dark and the light mixed together. There's more light in this one than there is dark. And there's more dark in this one than there's light, but they're still beautiful. And then here's the one that was broken and put back together. And when it's put back together, it's much stronger. And it's rainbow. When you talk about a rainbow, promise of good things after a difficult time. So while you guys are thinking about which you want to choose, I'm going to put it down sideways. Oops, I'm sorry. I keep knocking you guys on your head. So I'll put them like this so you can actually see and make your decision. And as I said before, I'm going to spin them around. I'm not going to let you see them as 1, 2, or 3 because I want you to ask your highest self, what it is. I'm not going to use this deck. Oh, am I? All right. Maybe I'll use one of the cards. I changed my mind, and then Spirit's like, no, there was a reason. Okay. There's always a reason. Even when we don't understand it, there's always a reason. I also watched somebody who was trying to get through a road that seemed to have an impasse. And what was funny was, if there's an impasse between you and someone else, the road is blocked. And it kept going around and around in circles. And I think that's funny because that is what's happening. We keep going around and around in circles because the road's blocked and we're trying to figure out how to get through. But what came to my mind was the road to Big Sur. I want to go to Big Sur. I love it there. But the road to Big Sur has been blocked by an avalanche. And you can't get through. You have to go around. And that's what I was watching in my dream, was somebody trying to figure out how to get around the blockage to get by the impasse. And it's a pain in the ass to get by the impasse. And I have blocked people. So I know who I was dreaming with before. And I knew who they were, and I called them on it. And I said, I know who you are. It's time for you to let me, speak the truth. So there you are. I see you again. The blockage, and the way we get by the bypass, use a bypass. The bypass is the truth. The bypass is coming. That's what Spirit's telling us, right? Speak the truth. So what we're going to do is we're going to work with, is it that one? Okay. I have several different decks. We're going to work with the Archangel. Actually, I guess we are working with the Archangel Power. I wasn't going to. The Archangel Power, the Angel Tarot, and then one from the Crystal Angels. And then we're going to use those little cards that I made up. Again, see what they have to say. And also, another message for you guys is be careful about who you listen to and what you listen to. I'm going along in a really wonderful mood, and then I hear something somebody else has to say, and it puts me in a terrible mood. It changed my perspective. So pay attention to what your dreams are telling you. Pay attention to what your dreams. And also, it's not just about what your dreams are showing you. It's how you feel in your dream. What is the feeling that you got in the dream? Were you sad? Were you upset? Were you happy? What were you feeling? That's a big part of it. Okay. We're also apparently working with the Crystal Oracle. Okay. And let me put this over here. So, the songs, I work with Spirit all the time. With music and power animals and numbers and my dreams, right? It's mostly the dreams. Well, license plates have a lot to say too, right? Yesterday I'm walking along and CEJ. I had to figure out what CEJ meant. And what's funny is my friend, who was a very, very wealthy woman who had emotional affairs with people all the time. She was married to a very wealthy man, but she wasn't in love with him. She was in love with someone else. So she was always having emotional affairs. And one of her sons was in my dream last night. And actually, a couple of them were. And this person's name was, one of the boys' names was that. And so they're showing me who these people are. It's interesting. Okay, so here we go. The first pile is going to be Smoky Quartz. Okay? I'll put this down here. I hadn't decided which pile was which. All right, so at 13 minutes and 55 seconds, we begin. And the first message is coming to you from the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. Selenite. Well, let me show you Selenite. This is called Desert Rose, but it's made of Selenite. And my pyramid, my castle, is also Selenite. So let's let this Selenite nuzzle this Smoky Quartz. It needs love. Let's give it a lot of support, shall we? A lot of support. And we put that little fox, which is the one that needs to be flexible and adaptable. So you need to be flexible and adaptable. And you're surrounded by something that's very delicate, but something that's very, very powerful. Okay, Selenite. Selenite cleanses other crystals. It also is a self-charging crystal. So this is definitely a super sensitive person because we need to self-charge, and we need to do that on our own, okay? So Selenite is talking about your dreams. And not just your dreams, but they're talking to you about what I was just talking about. The ability to connect energetically with others on a soul level. And by doing so, infuse them with love and healing. And it's interesting because I was invited this morning by somebody on LinkedIn to attend a seminar online for Reiki healing, working with crystals, which is, I'm a Reiki master and that's what I do, right? And it's with working with crystals. And what's interesting to me is I have crystal children in my life. Clearly I work with crystals. Everything is interconnected. And this is what this card is telling you. We are all interconnected. And you have the ability to interconnect with ones and help them and love them in your practice, your holistic healing, which is Reiki, and using crystals, which is what I do. So as I go to bed and I go into my dreams and I'm doing Reiki on my twin, I'm also getting the healing for myself. Now I may be not only doing Reiki on my twin, I do it on other people as well. And I hold on to my crystals. So so this is going into the dreams, right? So this is why we were connecting. And this was protecting relationships from negative forces, right? And the Smoky Quartz was also protection. So this was all going on, and this is what you can do, because this is telepathic communication. And it's at the highest form, clearly, because you are connecting with your highest selves. So you can send and receive love and information. And that's what was going on last night. There was information. I was watching where this person was and what they were doing, and they were seeing what I was doing. So even though you may be away from one another, there is really no distance. That's why this Herkimer diamonds, why they're so important, and why these have been charged, the importance of these being charged, and they help connect ones who have to be apart from one another. So everything that we're speaking about is coming together, and there's no mistake by this. So we're all ultimately connected. And as I was speaking to Sandy, I sent an invitation to my friend Sandy because she's taking a Reiki course and she's not finished yet. And Spirit keeps trying to light a fire under her ass, which is why she chose the fire quartz yesterday. And I invited her and my friend Christina, who is also a Reiki master, to join. And Sandy was saying, well, it says that you have to be level 2 Reiki, and I haven't done that yet. Can I still join? And I said, well, hurry up and finish. That's what Spirit says. We're lighting a fire under your ass right now. And they told you within the next, within the next week, right? So the class is coming up within the next week. She can power through it and do it because I did. And so here's a message to you, Sandy, straight up from Spirit. And she says, well, I need to have somebody practice my hand practices, and she says, I guess I could use my teddy bear. Well, I told you I use my teddy bear. My teddy bear's my twin. And I'm a twin too. So I said, yes, use your teddy bear as a surrogate, like I use my cats. I use Lily as a surrogate. But then send the intention out to someone else, like me. So that's what I do, right? I use Lily as a surrogate, or I used my teddy bears when I didn't have my animals with me. And you can connect, but you don't have to be a Reiki master to do this. It's more powerful if you are, but you can also send love. And you can, as I said, hold on to that teddy bear. When I went to Wisconsin, I found that teddy bear, and to me it represented my twin, and I held on to that, and I sent love and healing, and that's what you can do with anyone. Remember, I told you I saw this person when they were in a hospital, and it's funny because in my dream it's a mental hospital. Well, this person was doing self-healing. It didn't mean they were in a mental hospital. It meant that they were doing self-healing, right? Because mental, your mind, in a hospital, that's where you get help and healing, and that's what they were doing. And I saw this person rocking a baby and singing All of Me Loves All of You, and I said that baby was me. I knew that baby was me, and I was there too. So we were always constantly interconnecting, and we call each other babe, or we did, and so that's what's going on. So yes, hold on to your teddy bear, hold on to your doll, and whoever it is, that person was holding on to a doll, a baby doll. I was holding on to a teddy bear because I said, I see my twin like a teddy bear. He might be scary and ferocious and threatening, but he's also very incredibly gentle and kind, and they hibernate. They go in, right, to heal. And I told you I saw the spirit bears when I was up in the forest. The one that stayed close to its mommy and the one that was more adventuresome. The twin cubs. So right now, Spirit's asking for you to remember that time and space actually don't exist, and you can connect, you can interconnect telepathically in this way, and you can find peace that way, and you can bring peace and tranquility to a situation, and you find peace by recognizing you're never alone, even when you are alone. I said I would so love to have a partner with me in the forest to go on my travels, but I always know that my twin is always with me. He watches me. So when we do start to feel alone, remember that we really are not alone. And no one is ever really lost. Everyone is always present. I watched my twin's grandmother, and I don't know if it was a great-grandmother. I don't know. All I know is I felt this person. I was dancing with this person, and they had difficulty standing, and I had to help them up. And yesterday we got the message, and I got it actually 3 times. You have a very close connection with your grandparent, and they want you to know that they're there to help you. So reach out to your grandparent for help, whether they're in spirit or whether they're in the physical. And the best way to help your grandparent is for you to be living a life that's happy and healthy. That's what they want for you. So I'm sorry if this went on a little bit longer, but that came out. Next message. Interesting. This is funny. So when I look at this, I see, so the Page of Fire, this is a mischievous, outgoing, creative, confident person. It could be a younger person because it's the Page, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be a young person. It could be somebody who is an older person with a young soul, right? Because there's young people with older souls. So I kind of feel like this is, I see this a lot. You look at a younger person and they're like my grandson, he's an old soul, but he's a young person. So this could be a young person that has a very, very old soul, or this could literally be an older person with a younger soul, or any of the cases. So what's going on, and you see in this picture, is this person's got their dragon right behind them, and they are creating. They know how to create. They are taking something and making something fantastic. They are paying attention to their dreams. They are connecting with their higher self. They are connecting. They have a cloak of protection around them, a shield. They know how to shield and protect themselves. They know how to create. This is the wizard. This, to me, is a wizard. It's a young wizard. And they're creating something magical. Now, maybe, look at their blue-eyed dragon behind them. Is that dragon a male or a female? And is this wizard a male or a female? It's either or both. But there's knowledge. Look at the trees, the gnarled trees. We spoke about the trees. And they're connecting with times from time before. Look at the star on the top of that. Different culture. Connecting with their star seeds, their star planet. All kinds of information happening here. You know what it is for you. Also, the message is, clearly, there's an exciting new endeavor about to come. Well, there is for me. I just spoke about it, and I'm excited about it. And I am going to be connecting to my stars, to my crystals, right? Look at all the crystals in the wings of these dragons, of this dragon. All the different jewels and gemstones. So yes, I'm going to be doing this for myself. And for you, Spirit said we have an opportunity that's coming up within the next week, an exciting opportunity. Remember? Well, this is it for me, I guess. And they want you to use your originality and your ingenuity. Now, is there something that you need to create? Is there something that you need to pull together? Is this that? Yeah, this is the Angel Tarot, if anybody was wondering. So, maybe within the next week, you are going to be able to pull something together. We were shown last night in our reading, I did one late last night, and the message was now or never. It's now or never. Spirit's saying it's time to make a move. No more procrastinating. And there's something that you're going to be able to pull together. So, Spirit wants you to embrace it wholeheartedly. And maybe you might feel that it's challenging. So, Sandy, this is for you. You're an Aries. And you might feel it's challenging, but you're ready. So, what they want you to do is go out there and show people what you got. So, now this, as I said, it could be someone that's younger, who's very creative, is very passionate. You see the colors of, your sacral chakra, your sexual energy, seat of creativity. Somebody who's able to enthusiastically make things happen, who goes after things, right? Somebody's optimistic, confident, courageous, exhilarating, busy, sometimes mischievous. I like people like that. And it's definitely good news. And it's also having belief in yourself, that you have the ability. to create. I just realized, hold on, I gotta put you guys down for a second. I've got these earrings that my best friend gave me. They're wings, angel wings, and they've got a little crystal in them. And I just realized I had one sitting in my ear without the backing on it. Now think about what does that mean? My crystal with wings, it's in my ear, but it doesn't have the backing with it. So I've got a plan, I've got an idea, I've got a thought, but I've got to put the backing on it. So there's something that kind of has to come together to create a security. So there can be two, think about it. Two coming together to create something. I like that message. All right, and then your comment is, it's perfect timing. Now's the time. Now or never, remember? Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna swap out the rose quartz. We're gonna swap out, okay, so that's a message. We're gonna swap out the smoky quartz, and we're gonna bring up some rose quartz because that's what we're needing. And we're gonna put the selenite back here. Thank you, Desert Rose. Thank you, Herkimer Diamonds. Okay, and what we're going to do is we have, at 26 minutes in, rose quartz and serpentine. This is serpentine, I think it's agate. I find this interesting. Because this is healing and love. And the rose quartz, of course, is the greatest healing stone of all. And it's all set on, I wish this lighting was better for you guys. It's all set on the natural, raw, organic Muscovite mica that I found up in the mountains, up in Idlewild. Now you can see there's Muscovite mica in here. It's all in here. So that's what you have here. So you've got healing and love, big time healing and love is supporting you at this moment. Tiger iron. Okay, let's bring up the tiger because you're going to roar louder than a lion, you tiger. So, tiger iron. Do I have tiger iron? Yes, I do. Right here. This is on my pendulum. My friend Kimmy sent me this pendulum and the crystal on the end broke, and so a friend of mine gave me this tiger iron in a cage. Interesting. This tiger iron is in a cage. See the colors of the tiger iron? I find that interesting. Why is this tiger iron in a cage? Is it self-imposed? We'll wrap that around because it's going to give you strength. Yesterday, I was told by Spirit I had to calm down. Remember, I needed to walk gently on my path. I needed to not scare somebody. So there's the tiger iron. This is the tiger, and that's me, open, naked, and vulnerable. And I was told, walk gently with your wild nature. Okay, so the tiger iron is in the cage. Maybe that's what it means, right? Don't be so scary. So the tiger iron itself, as far as this crystal and as far as the message for you, it's also got, what it is it's tiger eye and hematite mixed together. So let me show you. Here's tiger eye. See the dragon's eye? Remember the mischievous one that had the dragon behind her? Isn't that beautiful? So there's tiger eye, and here is hematite. Very magnetic and protective stone. Now, what's interesting, I have hematite and rose quartz and pyrite all together. So we're going to put this all up here as well. This is all needed because I heard I heard rose quartz. So maybe that's what they were asking for. So you have a mix of tiger's eye and hematite. And what they're telling you is that the mental clarity that you're looking for, it can be found easily. And all you need to do is you need to ground your abstract spiritual ideas and whatever the concepts you have from spirit into your everyday physical life. Because a lot of us spiritual people, we get so caught up in the spirituality that we forget to live in the now. We are here. Yes, we are spiritual creatures, but we're living a human experience. So you got to bring things back to the basics. Remember, we kept getting, keep it simple, stupid, right? Less words, listen more, speak less. Honor the fact that, yes, we've been blessed with having a life on earth. So we want to live on this earth and be a part of this earth. And yes, while you are a very spiritual person, very connected, clearly, you are also here for a reason. So you're a spiritual being, but you're having a human experience. So we're supposed to enjoy it. We're supposed to have fun. We have to honor the humans that we are. So the tiger iron will help ground your sexual energy, your creative energy, and you all together. Because you need these qualities in order to be effective on this earth. Yes, the color is the sacral chakra, the seat of sexual energy and creativity. And I'm looking at something that my tiger was sitting on. This was another crystal this was given to me when I went up to the mountains as well. And I loved it. As soon as I saw it, I recognized what I saw. I saw the Red Baron. Do you see the leather helmet? There's his nose, his mouth, and his eyes. He looks pretty scared because it's like, and I've seen this little baby bird being thrown out of a nest. Now imagine this as a baby robin. You know how baby robins, they're fat, right? See these little tail things here? This is the baby robin, and mommy says, it's time to go. And she's going to kick that baby bird out of the nest. But you're nervous because look at your eyes. Oh, shit. But Spirit says you're protected. Now, when I got this, I always mounted this on top of this. So this tiger needs to recognize you're going to be able to do it, even if you're scared to move forward. Now, I'm riding the tiger here. I'm on the tiger's back. I'm open, naked, and vultural. Vultural. What is that? I gotta think of what that means. Vultural. Why did I say that? What I wanted to say was vulnerable, but something else came out. Vulturable. So vulture. The vulture is death, transformation, and rebirth. So, and somebody spoke to me the other day and they said, I just had a dream and I'm wondering if you can help me, if it's bad or if it's good. I watched my mother give birth to me. And I said, if it's awesome, it means rebirth. I watched myself give birth to myself. That was bizarre. I thought, what the hell is going on? It was me. So here you are, reborn, riding on your tiger's nature. Now, walk gently with your wild nature. So you're a tiger, so you're reborn, and you're flying now. You're flying high as a spiritual creature, but you've been reborn. This is new. You've been reawakened, and it's nerve-wracking. We don't know everything that's going on, right? But Spirit says it's okay. You're going to be protected. You've got the eye of the tiger. You've got the dragon at your back. You're protected with love, and this is your healing and transformation. You are protected, and you know how to protect and shield yourself. You are able to be an effective force on this earth. You are supposed to live a very fulfilling life. You're not supposed to just work. Right here in the thick of things, in this world that we live in, this is when we experience our path, our soul's path. And we don't have to run away from the world. This little one that was afraid to fly. And Spirit is now saying it's time to go. You're prepared. Remember, this week, it's now or never. It's time to go. There's two walking gently on this path, right? And the creative before, there was two needing to come together. The wings needed the backing. We can't do it alone. You don't have to run away from the world to find peace. The peace is within you because a true master is able to find peace amidst the chaos, right? Okay, got a lot going for this particular reading. Strength. Now, isn't that just amazing? So here you see Archangel Ariel. Archangel Ariel is the angel of finances, if you've been concerned with your finances. The number 11 is a master number. It's very important. Look at the prophecy, the dove, and the infinity symbol. So if we're speaking about finances, you are provided for, and that's an infinite supply in whatever you need. So what's going on here is Archangel Ariel is embracing the lion. Now the lion is ferocious, the king of the jungle, right? But she's hugging the lion, and she's dressed in pink, rose quartz, right? And the message is strength. And basically what it is it's telling you that you don't have to roar. Remember? Walk gently on your path. And my cat is a liger, half lion and half tiger. So you don't have to roar. Your greatest strength is your kindness and your gentleness and your compassion. So yesterday we spoke a lot about this, about how people may feel that they aren't, they look down upon themselves, not recognizing that the best qualities that they have are their gentleness and their kindness. And that is their strength. And also, you can handle this situation. The situation comes before you and is healed through forgiveness. That is, at this time, your greatest strength. Your greatest strength is being able to forgive. Being able to show compassion. That's the gifts that you give to others. Your kindness and your compassion, your love. I spoke about this yesterday. But you also need to give this to you. It's not all about everyone else. This lion is allowing himself to be loved by that angel. Archangel Ariel is the angel of finances, but she's also the angel of animals and the forest. You may think that, remember yesterday, the message was that you don't know what's inside of me, this person, I've got demons inside of me. I could hurt you. Well, that lion could absolutely hurt this beautiful girl. But is she worried about it? She is connecting to the kindness and the gentleness, and she's bringing that out in him or her. So see the lion in your life, see the goodness in them. And like Lily's a pain in my ass. And I thought, instead of fighting with her, I'm going to give her love. I'm going to give her what she wants. She wants treats. It'll calm her down, and she'll stay with me, and I gave it to her. It didn't hurt me to give it to her, and it calmed my night down. So instead of fighting with somebody, find something that they like, or find something good about them. I'm looking at this too. The love and the hematite, the malachite, and the courage and the amethyst for calming. All on a crystal charger, which is amplified. Oops, there's a cat hair right there. And rose quartz. But see, courage. Sometimes lions aren't courageous. Sometimes they look big and scary. Sometimes bears look big and scary. Sometimes wolves look big and scary. But that's their exterior. A lot of times that's their fear talking. So you're being asked to have courage because you're stronger than you think you are. You are so giving and loving and kind to another. You don't think Spirit's going to give that back to you? This is about balancing these qualities with you and with the people around you. And maybe the sensitivity that needs to be brought forward at this time is regarding the situation you're in. The situation is sensitive. So it needs for you to come from a different angle. Walk gently on your path. No yelling, no raising your voice. Be sensitive. What's going on? It requires a sensitive touch. Like she has got her arm around that lion. She's loving that lion. I keep feeling like a grandparent that is crotchety and, they can't see anymore and they need your help. In my dream, somebody said she can't see. She's blind. Can you imagine how frightening that is? To not be able to see. And frustrating. I know, because when I had to get glasses, I hated it. It's so much more beautiful when you can see. Now think about that spiritually. If you don't understand something, you're not seeing it. You need a new set of glasses. If you don't understand something, it's scary. And you don't need somebody to yell at you. You need them to understand you and be compassionate. Right? So maybe Lily can't see very well yet. Something she doesn't understand. So help her. Or him. If you know something, help them understand. Because right now what Spirit's saying is that self-confidence is needed, yes, for the ones who are feeling insecure. Patience and self-control are needed for the ones who are dealing with the ones who need the sensitive approach. And forgiveness is needed all the way around. That is strength. And it's also saying that you can influence situations in a very positive way through kindness. Your message? Work-related concerns. So somebody's worried, right? About their work, about their finances. And what did Spirit say? This is the angel of finances, an infinite supply. This is a prophecy. This is a dove and it's peace. And they're telling you, don't worry. We've got your back. And remember, two need to come together. And when two come together, they're better than one. Your strengths together can create something amazing. That is a message I'm getting very loud from Spirit. When you come together, you will create something fantastic. Okay, so that was 39 minutes and 54 seconds. I'm going to move these around. Who knows what Spirit wants us to bring forward. And we're now moving forward to the rutilated quartz. Let me make sure that I've got... Yeah, this one's different than the other pile. I keep calling this rutilated quartz. You know why? Because the rutilated quartz and the fluorite are the same person. They're not the same person, but they're twins, right? One twin is this is the feminine, and the rutilated quartz is the masculine. And I know that last night I called this one rutilated quartz, but this is the fluorite, rainbow fluorite. Okay. Citrine. Now citrine came up. I heard this in my head last night. Okay, wait a minute. I heard I am calcite. So let me pull up again. Why? Hold on a second. There's a reason we need to bring this up. Because whoever got calcite yesterday, and this can be a message for anyone. I heard in my dream last night, I am calcite. So we got a message from Spirit yesterday about calcite. And the calcite was about juggling multiple responsibilities. So that was for the last person, the last grouping of cards. And that the health is strained because of the multiple, multitasking, right? And you're being guided to take care of your schedule and say no to people who are asking for too much, and give yourself some breathing room. And remember to say no by putting up strong boundaries. I am calcite. That was the message I was getting. So the message here for you is, you're addicted to some kind of drama. You think you're a hero. You're trying to help everybody. Stop. You need to take care of yourself. Stop getting that rush of adrenaline because you feel that you need to be the one to do everything. I watched this morning and I posted it, and this is coming out for everyone. There's a reason this is coming out. Batman doesn't have to save the day all the time. Batman sometimes runs out of gas. Batman, where does Batman live? Batman lives in a cave, right? Batman's hiding in a cave. Now, this is what I got this morning. You should watch my page because everything strings together. I saw these. This popped up from a year ago, and I saw this and I thought, wow, that's interesting. Here's Batman, right? Batman's a badass. Look at that motorcycle. He's a fast mover. He's the superhero that nobody sees because he's underground doing his work, right? Nobody sees the work that he's done, and a lot of people think he's a bad guy, but he's actually working for everyone. And then there's Superman that everybody loves. Everybody sees what Superman does, right? And what happened? Batman was working, and he ran out of gas. And Superman had to come carry him. And look at Batman's face. He doesn't want to do that. He wants to do it by himself. He wants to be the superhero, or she. So what we're talking about, remember the two that need to come together to create a team spirit? The angel wing and the backing that need to come together? Because Batman appears to be out of gas. He's exhausted, or she, and needs Superman to come in and save the day. So maybe I'm Batman, and I need Superman. I went on a walk yesterday. I told you guys, power walk. And Spirit said, get out everything you're feeling. And I said, I'm mad. I'm frustrated. I'm tired. I don't want to do everything by myself. So ask for help. And I said, I need your help. So maybe I need Superman to come in and give me a lift. Because I know I can't do everything by myself. But are you feeling the same way? Because you can't always do everything alone. Sometimes you need to count on your friends to help you out, even if you are Batman. It's nice to see, a superhero and learn to work with others. So learn to accept help. I am calcite. So that was me. Learn to accept help. I get it. But it was also speaking for others. And I'm looking at this color because I have orange calcite, this color. So this is your message. Don't be worrying that this isn't your particular message. Yes, this is your message. It's everyone's message that we need help. We can't do everything by ourselves. We need to rely on one another, and that doesn't make us weak. It makes us smart. And not relying on others makes you stupid. So keep it simple, stupid. And when you run out of gas, tell people, I'm sorry, I can't do this. I need to take some time off. The whole world isn't going to fall apart if Batman allows Superman to step in. Remember, there's a superhero team. And we need to delegate authority. So, again, for the one who's concerned with your money, Citrine comes forward to tell you, your financial concerns are going to start dissolving, and there will be a steady stream of abundance coming in. A steady stream of abundance, like I said. Spirit's promising that. And abundance, of course, is not just finance. It's whatever you need. Creativity, healing, love, support, finances, money, ideas to point you in the right direction. So you're being encouraged to let go of any fear that you're holding on to or any guilt that you're holding on to. Maybe you are financially successful and there are other people that aren't, and you don't have to take care of everyone else. You worked for your money, or maybe you didn't, but it isn't your fault. Like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing. So don't feel guilty if you've got. And you can be generous, but you don't have to support the whole world. Be thankful for the abundance that you either have or that you're about to receive, and honor it. And yes, put it to good use. But you also deserve to have all that your heart desires. Don't feel guilty if you have beautiful things. I said to my twin a long time ago, you're trying to figure out how to reconcile your lifestyle and my lifestyle, aren't you? Here he is, superhero flying all around the world, right? Which at the time, I didn't think about him being wealthy. I just knew he said his job took him all around the world. And here's me on my spiritual path, living in a room, right? Walked away from all of her earthly possessions. And I said, you don't have to be rich to be spiritual, and you don't have to be poor to be spiritual. If you're rich, good! I would so rather have a lot of money. Are you kidding? It's not fun to worry about bills. So why should you feel guilty if you have? There's nothing wrong with wanting to be successful. We all are being told to strive to be the best that we can, but it's about balance. Are you working and striving for that success to the point of excluding the people in your life or your spiritual path? Or are you so consumed that your body's breaking down because you're breaking your back to make that? Well, I'm trying to bring it to you. I don't want that. I want you. I'd rather have you than all of that. It's about balance, right? So citrine will help you with this. So get a citrine, hold on to it, or take this citrine color. Look at it being the color of the sun, divine masculine forward movement, and take your left thumb and sweep it over your third eye and say citrine in circuit. And you take the qualities of the citrine on. Recognize the abundance that you hold also within yourself. This one may not have a lot of financial abundance, but they've got love and kindness, compassion, and that is their strength. You don't have to be wealthy to be successful. This is freaking awesome. I've often said many, many times, I'd rather be with a guy with a backpack in the forest with not much of anything than be with a rich, wealthy guy that has a cold soul and doesn't know his spiritual path. It goes the same way for women, right? There could be a beautiful woman that's got a cold heart and somebody who doesn't have a lot, who's full of love and compassion. That person is wealthy. It's all in your perspective, and it's all the way we look at it, and it's all about balance. So hold the abundance, whatever the abundance is, hold that vision within your heart and recognize that you will manifest the abundance that you need, that you desire. It's all about what you say, what you feel, what you think, and what you do. Now this is the one, I wasn't going to use this deck, and Spirit said, no, go back. Now this is interesting because I want Moldavite. I don't have Moldavite. This is what Moldavite looks like right here. This is a piece of the stars. It's literally a fallen star. And I think about the fallen star, and I think about the Anunnaki. And people think Anunnaki are bad. And they're not. They're not. They're helping the people in the world. So the Moldavite is green. It's the color of your heart chakra. It's also the color of healing. A very, very small piece is actually quite expensive. They're valuable. This star child is very valuable to me. And that's why I want Moldavite. It's important to me. So, unconventionality. I like this. This very valuable stone or person that I want. This is what they're talking about you. Your unique qualities. They're the important part of your life purpose. It's okay to feel and be different from others. That's what makes you so special. That's why I want that Moldavite, that Anunnaki fallen star. Think about that. You call yourself a fallen star. When the angels came, the Bible, see, this is the Bible. This is the difference. And it's funny because in my dream last night, I watched somebody walk up with the Bible to another person, and the person said, I want to talk about the Bible. I want the Bible. And I went to put my hand out and shake the person's hand, and they wouldn't shake my hand. And I walked away and I said, I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. Because I was raised with the Bible. Now, I told you the Bible's got good morals and principles and stories. But I don't follow my life by the Bible. Maybe you do. I don't. In the Bible, they said that the fallen angels came to earth and bred with man and made the giants of the earth. Those fallen angels were the Anunnaki. The Bible looks upon them as Satan's demons. I disagree. They were all God's angels, all, and they came down here for a reason. There was a purpose for everything being done. So that fallen angel, I love that fallen angel. I love that one who's half Anunnaki. And he's unique and he's special. And just a little piece of him is very, very valuable. So this for you is reassuring you that if you're seeing yourself as a fallen angel, you're seeing yourself as the darkness within you, right? You're not seeing the light within you, not recognizing you are one of God's children. You are an angel. And the reason that you are so special and unique and different from other people, that's part of your path. Remember yesterday, I'm an alcoholic. Well, you chose to be an alcoholic, and you're going to carry that, and through that, you're going to ascend to be the greatest that you can be. That's what you chose to bring in as your cross to bear. This person came in with whatever they feel their limitation is. And with that, they will grow to be the greatest that they can be. And that is what makes them so fantastic. So you've been trying to fit yourself in. You've been trying to be like other people. Why would you want to be like them when you were this? You have failed to see. You have failed to see that your strength is your kindness and your gentleness. You're seeing that as weakness, or maybe you're seeing that you're different. I'm odd. I'm not like other people. You know, there's things about you. I have a learning disability. I have autism. I am a high functioning autistic. I have bipolar depression. I have a slight form of Asperger's. Do you know that how brilliant you are? I know how brilliant you are. You have gifts that other people can't even recognize. Your mind works in mysterious ways. You see your flaws and not recognize that what you perceive as your flaws are your greatest assets and how Spirit's going to use you. I told you. I was told I talk too much. You talk too fast and you talk too much. And your mind is jumping from all over the place and you've always got your head out the window looking at the animals. And every single one of those flaws, Spirit has used in my work. I talk very quickly when I do my readings so people get as much as they possibly can out of me in a short period of time. Also in these readings, my mind is constantly watching outside. I pick up all the details. I see the animal messengers, my connection to animals. That's why I'm a shaman. I talk too much. Well, use what I have. They've used everything in a positive way, but I was embarrassed about all of those things my whole life. And I've recognized that I'm not going to apologize for who I am. This is who I am. And it's good and it's wonderful. And that is who you are. And it's good and it's wonderful. So if your opinions and the way you think isn't the same as the way other people think, that's because your creativity is different. This is your creative ability. You have the ability to see things in a different way than they can. I'm walking around in the giant sequoias thinking about the giant. You know, I saw about my friend said she saw a tree fall, and it made me think of, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. That giant tree. Do you know that giant sequoia tree comes from the smallest little seed? And the biggest seed has the smallest tree, the sugar honeycomb, pine cone. So what may seem small to you grows into something immense. And what may seem small to another grows into something immense. And what may seem big and flashy doesn't have much to show for it. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And it's the little ones that rise up. Do you know that the mighty oak was once a small, tiny little acorn? So, the talents that you have, the ideas that you have, the creativity that you have will inspire others in ways that other people don't even see. You have a dream. You have a plan. Stick with it. You grab your partner that's with you and you stick with it. And doesn't matter what other people tell you. that they think it's stupid or that you can't do it. Yes, you can. You can fucking do anything you set your mind to. I have confidence and faith in you. And you believe that in yourself. Seek out unconventional people like you so you won't feel alone. Come to your soul family. You've been hanging out with those honeycombs in the forest instead of hanging out with the giant sequoias. The ones that they look down upon. They look at us. They think we're small. They think they're big. But the bigger they are, the harder they will fall. That's their arrogance and their pride. Remember, make sure that your shoulders don't get too small for your big fucking head. So maybe it's time to leave the forest of honeycombs and go for the small seed that grows into a giant sequoia. You might be encountering people that align with you. And gatherings, like today. I was invited to go to that Reiki crystal healing course, and I invited 2 of my friends, like-minded ones. I said, I wish I could go there, but they're in New York, and this is online, so we're going to do it. But it's about pulling together with ones like you. So just like the Moldavite, you are otherworldly. Yesterday, as I was walking home, I was yelling at my twin. I was mad at him. You know, I needed to get it out. We're not supposed to stuff our feelings, and he heard me. I watched him replay it in my dream. She's mad at me. He says, don't go, don't go. And that's the song that came on afterwards. First, the song E.T. came on, right? You're not like anyone else. You're an alien. But I said, I want to be there when you vibrate. I vibrate to my alien twin. He's not like other people. He's not. He's very, very different. But that's why he's so amazing. But I was angry as fuck because I'm sick of being alone. And I told him that. I'm tired of doing this alone. And I'm ready to fucking ditch you. And then this came back, don't go. I watched him in my dream too. Don't go yet. So right now, otherworldly people, connect to those people. The ones who share your points of view, the ones who are interested in where we come from. We come from the stars. And if you think we're weird, you're not in part of our group. We don't need to hang out with you. You're entitled to your opinion. Remember the people that were sitting at the bus stop in my dream? 2 wanted to talk about the Bible. I went to shake their hand and they wouldn't even shake my hand. I said, I'm not one of Jehovah's Witnesses. Bible isn't my deal. And that guy wouldn't even touch my hand. He was afraid of me. Why? Probably thought I was a fallen angel. Just like my son won't touch my hand. I won't go back to the Jehovah's Witness organization. And he thinks I work with demons. No, I don't. I work with angels and I've seen them. And I don't think he works with demons. I just think he's not awake. But some people won't even touch our hand because they think we're evil, and they're wrong. It's a matter of perspective and points of view, and it's up to you to go out and find your team. This green crystal, this Moldavite, it literally freaking comes from a meteor. Remember, you're not the star you thought you were. You're a fucking universe, and not everyone's an astronaut. But the ones who are able to connect with those astronauts, with the meteors, do you see the face right there? I just saw it right when I said the one's able to connect. Look at the 2 eyes and the nose and the mouth peeking out right there. Can you see? We are able to connect with spirit. They aren't. They think it's creepy, weird, and demonic. It's not. It's fantastic. And we're all spirit creatures. And people all need to wake up. And that's why I speak this way. And I don't care if they're thinking I'm weird. They're not awake yet. The ones who don't think I'm weird recognize this and feel the same. We pull together and we become strong. The giant sequoias, they don't lean on each other. They give each other support every once in a while, but if you lean on a giant sequoia too much, it will fall over. Do you know that? They get strong by spreading out their roots because they can grow in 3 feet of soil. The giant 350 feet tall trees, some are 500 feet tall. They grow in 3 feet of soil, which means they can grow anywhere. But they need to spread out their roots. They need to connect to their soul family. And if it's too wet, too much water, they'll fall over. Too much moisture, right? You don't want to be in your emotional waters. You need to dry out. We know what we need to do. Don't lean on each other too heavily. Don't be stuck in your emotional waters, and stretch out and reach out to and grow. Grow tall and strong by reaching out and connecting to your spiritual family. Because of its extraterrestrial origins, I told you I saw aliens in a picture the other day in one of our cards. They're spirit creatures of all types. You may feel spacey and ungrounded while you hold this energy of this stone. It's a stone that you want to use for lucid dreaming. No wonder I want this stone. Astral projection, meditation. It's about world peace. Look at the color. It's green. It's love. Yes, you got more in this, but hey, it's positive. Check this out. Look at your message. Someone new. You're going to meet someone new. Or maybe you are someone new. Because remember I was talking about watching myself be born? Rebirth, and I talked about what did I call it? The vulture, when I was trying to say the other word. So I'm not who I once was, and neither are you. And when I said that, my eye was brought to this. The galactic family. This is the galactic family. Look at all the different colors and the different shapes. Some are round and short. Some are small and heart-shaped. Some are tall and skinny. Look at the colors, different origins. This is our whole spiritual family on the back of this. And what's interesting, this looks like a giant fish with the eye, which is heart, which sees love and healing, all being carried the same, carrying each other. And check this out. Do you know what this is? This is Dalmatian jasper. This is for addictions. People here have addictive tendencies. There's alcoholics. There's people who have addictions here. They're all part of our family. And this giant fish is carrying all of them. You aren't who you once were. You're someone new. Or maybe you are about to meet someone new, like you. I love this. That's it, you guys. Have a wonderful day.